Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, okay. To no one. Yeah, yeah. I'll try and remember. Yeah, just might sound a bit strange, I get you. Of course. We'll get on to you about it.
Are you waiting on Maris?
Maras. So anyone watching already, if Moisty
Oh
does
yeah.
anything strange in this game, clip it.
I see a Maggie in the chat. That's all I see so far. Where's
So
the
Maggie, that's your job. Get going. Clip
where's
everything that Pack does wrong. Here we go.
Game 7?
Skyscraper. Yeah.
Hereford Base Season 5?
5.
Yeah,
5.
5? Yeah,
5.
I said it with
5.
conviction.
Yes, 5.
Yeah.
5.
Skyscraper. Good vibes rotation against Big Balf Theory.
Mm-hmm.
We cast this game the first time around as well, right?
Me?
Yeah, we did.
No. No, 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 no.
No,
No,
no.
we did the Bussy Hunters
Oh, we did the Bussy Hunters, so we did.
on a clubhouse.
Santa's
Yeah.
favorite.
Yeah, she's a big fan of that game. Contributed leaps and bounds to the discourse. A Ying ban, we see off the bat. Interesting.
For Skyscraper, I would expect a Osa, Monty, something along those lines. Oh, Dokkaebi.
It could
Interesting.
be. So lots of shield play potentially.
I don't know if there's any
Obviously,
shield players in the lobby. In all fairness, I'm not. Don't recall many of them
you
playing
say
many
that, but once upon
shields.
a time I was put on Clash on Cafe, so
I do recall
you can never rule out such a thing from actually happening. So
a Zami, which means we still. Well, and this is Solus, so we've still got probably the most oppressive operator in the game right now, Fenrir. We didn't see a lot on the clubhouse game we casted. Maybe club's a little bit more open, but this is a very small map, so I would expect to see quite a lot of Fenrir.
there's been a little bit in between the matches that we casted as well, so maybe teams have gotten a little bit more used to how to play Fenrir and how to sort of extract the best out of the operators. We see Maras going straight over with the nice New Japan League background. It's very, very nice to look at in game. But
But a shield.
we do
Osa.
see Osa picked up by Rue.
But it's actually going to be exhibition office, not tea karaoke. So
Yeah.
wonder if they will change off this Osa. If the Osa was prefit maybe to go from black Balf onto a karaoke attack, but they'll have to reevaluate that. A Mira in play. We don't see a lot of Mira this site, I would say. It'd be interesting to see if they're going to extend with the Mira or it'll just be looking into. Looks like it's just going to be looking into Shrine. No, Shrine Terrace.
They've got one on the middle site wall, and then one looking Terrace, or Taint as it is affectionately known.
It will be
By
Terrace.
some players out there. Yes, Terrace. My favourite room. I do like it. It's nice. It's
So
good
just the kite on the board. Interested to see if they will do the double kites on the wall to ensure it will be closed, or if they will choose to use one on the VIP wall and one on the main wall. Looks like it's no, just one on the single wall. I see up there. One on VIP also. So if they find this kite, the electrical, it will be very easy to get rid of, but easier said than done.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too difficult. Terrible to just get a drone in there and find it.
Looks like Wamai's going to be here to catch some utility. It should just be an easy clear, and then, well, potentially a nade, but the nade won't actually be able to catch any utility where they are. As Wamai's just looking, waste of time. Caught another bit of that was a nade, I believe. This corpse is just hanging about in storage. He did have a look at the reception window. Didn't take anything of it. As the electrical is going to remain in place for now, which probably means the attackers are going to have a real tough time in actually making any progress. Although they seem to have an idea, and they have indeed electrified the AP, so ignore everything I just said, and we go.
I think they managed to pick up the electrical back up again. Oh no, I thought maybe Amin tried but couldn't quite get there.
I don't know if he tried to trick it.
Potentially, yeah. Wasn't too sure.
Wasn't just have time. But it looks like the attackers are now going to fall off this side and go for more of a clear, but it's already a minute and a half gone, so not going to be a huge amount of time to go through here. As the drones start to come out, Reaver looking to make progress, but not a lot of information for the attacking side. As I say that, as Reaver's going to take down the alibi of the Balf, I assume that was on a shield, but possibly not. No,
Doesn't
no shield.
look like it, just in the middle of nowhere. Didn't expect the player to be there. As he moves his way through shrine. Gets picked.
And gets binned off the angle from
Excellent pick from Diddley.
Lauren.
Yeah.
As this mirror window actually provides quite a lot of information. You can see Lauren's kind of peeking the dragon angles as well. They still have the thermite over here looking at the main breach, but no one really in any position to be picked off from this. As Rue takes a pick of damage from his little toes, I think. They're really going to struggle with this mirror window. They don't have anything to get rid of it. Rue's going to place a shield, but it's kind of going to stop him as Tommy takes down Corpse on the backside, I think. As Rue just vaults through the shield. A madman.
Somehow is still alive. There's a C4 in pocket, so I don't know why that's not getting...
But there's only 15 seconds left, and the attackers have done absolutely nothing.
That is absolutely true. They are completely stalling out.
As this Fenrir now is going to block everyone from seeing anything. The attackers actually find a pick. What can they manage to get bombed down? It's like, no, it looks like the defenders are just going to hold off in time, and that was, I would say, a lot closer than I expected it to be. I thought the attackers would really just stall out as they got shrine, but they brute forced their way through it. But defense holds out in the end.
Yeah, I don't. They shouldn't have let it get to that point really. After they got breach open, it seemed like that it took them way too long to establish that sort of foothold. Really,
yeah, it seemed like the thermite came through the terrace door from the balcony, and maybe the mirror just unsighted from that, so wasn't expecting someone to be so deep already.
Yeah.
But interesting that also now not picked, which I'm intrigued about. For what I assume is karaoke. Deep karaoke, yeah. Got black rotate.
I'm assuming a shield here as well.
Fairly Hallman, not my favourite position of a shield. That's
no, I prefer it.
People may be aware.
Yeah, a little bit more forward and sort of essentially in the middle of the little room. A little bit better.
As we have a bandit, so interesting to see. It looks like Amin's going to go over and reinforce the office walls, and presumably VIP as well. But he will be needed over that pesky split window, but it's a nitpick. But the bandit won't be needed over in Geisha to stop any Geisha pushes, I would assume. That's where at least one of the bandits will go, but it looks like two on the office wall. One looks like it's going to VIP as well.
One is already on the outside Geisha wall, I believe.
Okay, but it is going to mean that once that's gone, Geisha's clear.
Gone. Absolutely. So, I think they need to start piecing this stuff together and be able to realize, oh, if we get rid of this one, then it's a much more open playing field for us. But they do start with an east side take,
Okay,
and
so oh my goodness. Rue chose not to drone through the drone hole as a test, but then he flies it through the window right onto the drone hole. So, yeah, Mozzie still ends up with one, but it looks like he's shot. This is Maris is just going to hold her down on this minibar area / exhibition. It looks like he's just playing for some information. The attackers are not really making any progress. Really struggling to get the wall, which I believe Reaver just nailed.
Like they're doing anything at all. Like there was no hard breach anywhere near the wall.
That is 2 of your Salmas on the office wall. So there's going to be a real lack of utility once you break through. This isn't even the choke point of the map, so it's yeah. I think
I feel like that's a bit of an oversight. Like, do they think it's still over that side? Like the site is over that side of the map, or was it just like an instinctive double?
I think it's an instinctive. There's a wall. I will open wall.
Yeah,
I feel already that this is going to come down to a last-minute 20-second dart again.
I think it's going to come down to exactly what you said, exactly the same way that the last round ended. The last 20 seconds, just a mad dash.
Rue spots Maris playing Shrine. It's that top bulk area. Maris not really under any pressure here. I think he's quite happy to just have some presence and fall off it without taking any real risks. Spawn's actually going to sneak through to Dragon, take a couple of pop shots as Jerone. He's not going to be able to too many of them, so he just drops away and potentially now looking for a flank.
Yeah, I'd say quite smartly drops away as well. Just tries to get out of that danger. Lauren does pick up Reaver though as the first entry kill from the site. It's a very difficult angle to fight back from for the attackers. Very, very difficult one.
Again, down to 25 seconds, and the attackers really make no. This should be the easy bit of the map to take, and now they're faced with the choke, which they're really struggling to get any progress on whatsoever. Moisty finds one, Jackie finds another, leaves them in a 2v3, as Maris is going to swing out from top main, I believe. He's going to leave Moisty all by himself in a 1v3 situation. Sees one on main, which he deals with, but he has 5 seconds left. He's going to have to force a plan, which the attackers should easily clean up, as it means swings and takes him down. So,
it's
time
like
management.
Yeah, that's their big issue, is they're not able to get the early round stuff going in their favor like early on, and it means that it's really pushing them back deeper into the round. So they've literally got like 50 seconds to sort of plan and execute, figure out how they're going to do it, and then actually do it. And by the time they get to doing it, it is literally like 10 seconds left, and it's just not enough.
So we're going to have to see how they manage to attack Barbecue Kitchen, which will be the tertiary site. I would be surprised if we see a bedroom defense. But you never know.
You absolutely, you do never know. You know, with this kind of map, you can get away with some interesting things. With some,
First of all, I'm going to ignore what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this. But yeah, I will be, quite happily to be proven wrong if it works and if it looks good. But until now, I reserve my judgment.
Cheeky little Valcam for all you Valcam enjoyers there from Mars. That one's not going to be spotted ever.
No.
No IQ on the board. So there's Val and Capcan. IQ would have gone massive here. Interesting castle barricade on Karaoke as well. So it looks like they're almost willing to give up the T area and just play purely for Dacia Karaoke. Which is interesting. Good work.
Yeah.
Obviously lots of vertical on the site.
Interesting to see they're leaving a lot of walls upstairs soft though. Unless maybe that's just because they've not done them yet.
Castle, he has a lot to do. But again, just interesting that they've chosen to reinforce these walls again, Office and VIP, but they have no... Well, Mars here again. I assume he's just going to give this up very quickly. It appears to be the case. But again, it's just going to wear the utility from the attackers down for no real cost to the defense other than a couple of reinforcements.
I mean, this is absolutely perfect for the defenders. I mean, they're wasting time on the complete opposite end of the map. The site is on the first floor, on the complete other side of the map, and they are wasting so much time in the complete wrong direction. You couldn't ask for much more, really.
Mar's going to take a little bit of damage. We're going to have about 65, 70 HP. The Ace charge is muted, but it's high enough that it's going to get a little bit of the wall, but it's not actually going to allow them to do anything from that at the moment. They're going to need to clear that jammer to make much progress. And Geisha, as Mars just bins Rue off the drum angle. As Moisty's now looking to challenge, but he's probably going to be met with the same fate if he pushes much further, I would imagine.
It's not a very favourable angle to take.
Take it back.
Yeah, I take it all back. I take it all back. A little bit maybe unnecessary movement out of corpse.
And
maybe
there's the cans already taking place, but again, 1:05. The attackers, you need to move.
And they're not even in place to get any sort of vertical going. They're not even on a lateral. Like, they're not looking to push from the same floor. They're all going from above, and it's going to come down again to 20 seconds.
Smushy's going to make some progress into Geisha here. Looks like Jordan has moved back all the way into Geisha. He is now stuck, so he's on very much just a leave me here to die mission.
I don't even think they'll clear him.
Possibly not, as Moisty gets taken down with the can. Jordan gets one from his karaoke rat spot. Amin now taken down from Tommy from the vertical play. But they know Jordan's here. They're going to use a flashbang to clear him out. But are they going to be able to do anything to it? They think he's deep, I think. No, they do know. It's 10 seconds left. Tommy, 1 HP. Jackie is going to find one from storage. No, he's not. It's going to fall on this castle rotate now. Going to be used by the Ace, who's just going to teabag in the middle of it for no reason. As Lauren cleans up 2 from Deep Barbecue. So, yeah, I guess that castle did serve its purpose in the end. Jackie forced to go through a rotate that he couldn't quite maneuver through. And a clean sweep for the defense. I would probably expect it to be very close to this in the second half of their defense.
Well, I expect it to be exactly the same, unless the attackers get their shit together. I'll be honest, and because right now they are so uncoordinated with each other. They seem like they're sort of playing different, like on completely different tempos, and everything's just too slow. Like, by the time they're getting towards executes, they've got no time left. They've got no map control. They've got no presence at all really within the server. And
it's really difficult, Skyscraper, because I feel like you expect it to be a lot quicker because of how small the map is, but there are so many choke points that stop you being able to progress anything on the attack if you don't have cutoffs and information. If I was the attackers, I think here I look for more of a direct push because we're really not getting anywhere when we're trying to clear.
Yeah, I think
this is maybe where like a nuke would come into play potentially. You can go kind of full sight direct, and then you have a nuke sneaking up behind. But it looks like we're getting kind of much in such the same. Although we have 2 hard breaches now, which might speed things up slightly.
Did they have the Ace on this site last time? I know they had the Thermite. I
believe it was just the Thermite, and I think the Ace has now been taken because of the mirrors.
Yeah. It's a smart pick. It's a smart pick. So Pack reckons they had Ace first round for the viewers.
I don't recall seeing Ace on the first attack, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if Ace existed, the mirrors would have been slightly less of an issue, unless the Ace just died early.
I was going to say Ace could have been picked off early, and that could have been the issue. Okay,
so Pack is just slating people in the chat right now. I think he's probably more criticizing my memory, which appears to be goldfish-like.
I mean, I'm no better than you, mate, so,
I was just about to say the attackers seem to be making a bit more progress, but then they'll lose one. But they're certainly here quicker than they were beforehand. They now know there's a Fenrir downstairs, but no real idea where he is. So I think he's just going to be able to get away scot-free. Reaver's looking for him, but again, it's just wasting time.
It's not the right choice at this point. You lose a man, and you've got a minute and a half left. Is that what was that? A C4?
Well, I think they just walked past the mirror window, but yeah.
An interesting decision to try and place a shield in the door when you know there's someone on the other side of the wall. Interesting, and it gets him killed. Unsurprisingly. So a 3v5 for the attackers, and 1 minute on the clock.
Far in advance compared to the rest of his team, as Jackie gets one onto Jordan.
They've managed to isolate the one player behind Dragon as well. They know that he's there, and he's essentially stuck.
But it's very hard to pinch this Dragon player because the mirror window. That's just chilling. They're trying to jump the drone through the wall rather than just going through the drone hole.
So it's not working terribly well.
There's 30 seconds left. Again, no progress. That nade's gonna hurt. Okay.
A good pick.
Good utility to clear him out. They now need to make progress. Jackie finds one through VIP wall, I believe. Do they know where the last two are? Jackie gets another for triple. He's looking for a quadra. They know where Amin is. They just need to start forcing plant now. Although Amin's kind of snuck into a weird spot for everybody. Is the cover good? It is good for Reaver. So I think stealing Jackie's 4K.
A little bit stealing, but you know, a three and a 2 goes quite nicely. It was a good comeback from the attackers. A much better comeback. Not the greatest start to the round, losing 2 players a little bit earlier than you probably would have wanted to.
I think the defenders will be kicking themselves a little bit because they had everything they needed. Balf died, but he wasted a lot of time behind that dragon.
Yeah, there was only about 30, 25 seconds left after he died, and yeah, I wouldn't have been able to complain at all about the position that the defenders were in if I was playing on the defensive team. And it seemed to just fall apart. They didn't seem to have any awareness of where the ace was and just allowed him to... It looked like walk up house stairs, potentially, or... I don't know.
I wasn't sure if he maybe opened VIP. I'm unsure. It certainly caught me off guard. So.
Either way, it looked like it definitely caught the defenders off guard as well. They didn't seem to realise. But we move over to tea room and karaoke now.
I will say, one attacking win might be enough.
Could be. We will see. But right now it's 3-1. 5th round. Tea room karaoke. The same lateral extension again from the defenders. Maras and Amin over on the VIP side of the map, looking to waste a couple of minutes of the attackers' time before they mosey on back to site and try and take the round for their team. But let's see if the attackers have anything that they want to say about that eventuality. As Amin finds himself in the bedroom downstairs, looking for a quick pick onto any players looking for a grenade outside. Doesn't find anyone at the moment. He just sits patiently waiting. Might have heard that sledge though, coming into delivery and stock.
I think Amin's still taking this jump out. No, he's fallen off it now. But once again, this kite. But no EMPs on the attackers this time.
Yeah, only grenade.
Actually. He's just so slow. Finally Tom is going to get the wall, which will allow the attackers to make, but it's allow the attackers to make some progress, but it's already a minute and 15 seconds of the round gone. We're not even in the building, as Amin just finally chooses his moment perfectly. Reaver trades it instantly.
Yeah, but look at the clock again. I mean, up until about 10 seconds ago, no one had shot a bullet. And, you know, it's everything is just taking a little bit too long to happen, and it's forcing people into choke points because they've got no map control.
Jackie gonna make some progress now to Jack, and he's Dragon.
He's what?
It's been a long day. Reaver's gonna pick up Jordan. Oh, he's actually just come up black stairs and
Does not need to shoot that.
dealt with instantly. But the
Overextends
attackers
himself
have
a
managed
little
to sneak their way up into drum. I
bit. Yeah, I'm
think
not sure how much they know
Rue
about
is
this.
unknown, I believe. So if
Maybe
they can
we don't.
force Maris back.
I'm not sure about the default cam. If the default cam is still up, they know exactly where he is.
Max swings out, gets one.
Jackie gets picked up as well, and it's all on Rue.
I don't think the attackers know. Okay. I think they were caught off guard a little bit. I think this was a much deeper angle being held, but Rue just walks into it at the end. It's unfortunate for the attackers they couldn't force Maris back into the hallway. Rue would have cleaned up. But 4-1, and quite a lot resting on this final defensive round of the half. It looks like exhibition office. Not hugely surprised.
Yeah, I think if the attackers manage to pick up another round, that'll be massive for their hopes of picking up this game for them. But if the defenders take it, I think that's even more solidifying how strong they've been on executing their game plan on this half so far. But they go over to the site, the only site that they've lost. So it looks like they're doing. I'm talking absolute waffle. They are not doing the same things. They have brought some interesting offer. And Ella on the board. I don't know whether this is
Ella Enjoyer. No, I believe it's Scorpion.
Is it Scorpion? Right.
I believe it is Maris's favorite gun in the game.
I know it
used
to be,
but I'm
but
pretty
you know,
sure
it has obviously seen better days, as most of.
I will say it's much better since the compensator update.
Yes, it is. But you know, it ain't like those glory days. You know, 50 round that stuff was it was delightful.
50 rounds, 2 impacts, Canto Raquette running wild.
20 bullets, 0 recoil. It was fantastic. But
so this mirror is in play again. I'm interested if we can get a nade on it.
Yeah. That floor is nadeable.
That is very nadeable, yes.
Oh my goodness, again.
Well, Buck's not going to be doing anything.
That is very true.
This shield is an interesting position, I will say. Usually you see this shield placed more facing towards T-side.
Yeah.
But I think the defenders reading the attack very well, knowing they're really struggling with it, they're going to go more direct.
I'm not sure what Buck's doing all the way over there to die that quickly, but Reaver picks up a frag anyway. He does not give a monkeys about what the defenders are trying to do.
Reaver's below, so he could be going to nade this mirror. I'm not convinced he knows exactly where this wall is.
I'm not convinced he's going to nade it, I'll be honest.
But just no horizontal progress made by the attackers, fully focused on a direct push.
Maris on the patented Randy Roam, as it is known, essentially.
He's been on that the entire game, and it's worked out, so it's all good.
Oh, but he's sort of managed to find himself in the right spot at the right time. He picks up a nade! Excellent kill from Reaver. The first sort of instance of a vertical nade being used.
Are we getting timing here? We're getting timing.
Yep. Maris.
Seems like they might have had half an idea that Maris was over here somewhere, but just no real flat tones. And Reaver went kind of walkabouts a little bit. But who's just going to walk in?
Do they know there's one behind the table? It looks like there's a yellow ping on the table, so whether that's a slight little, you know... Oh, there's someone in there.
It's Root stacked on the shield and Moisty's playing behind him. That's very curious.
If you were able to see face cam right now, you would see that my mouth is wide open, catching all of the flies, because I have never seen anything like that before.
They're aware that that is not Monty. Yes.
I should hope so. But I'm honestly not sure. It's something that happened. It is absolutely something that happened. I'm not sure I'd like to see it again.
I would.
I'll be honest. Yeah. But not for the reasons that I don't want to see it again.
It seemed like they were very caught off guard when he just swung wide.
Yeah, but you need to know about those things. Really, you know, you should be droning out that room, making sure everything's okay.
What is the black setup we're getting here? One shield in the pocket of moisty. Interesting that this wall is getting reinforced by Rue. I know Reaver in particular loves these holes being open to Shrine, but it looks like he's not going to get a chance to play them, as gold is double reinforced. Reaver's actually playing on the pulse. I don't think he knows what this operator does.
I've never seen him play Pulse before. Yeah. He's a man with a very limited operator pool, as it is well known. Not as limited as some, you know, he's limited to some flexibility. He's been taking some yoga classes. But,
no black setup at all, for what's worth.
No.
Nothing.
No.
I'm not sure if there's a site. Could you show us, Mr. Pack, Mr. Observer, if there is a rotate into karaoke from top black? There is. Oh, it looks like they're doing something now. Okay.
There is, and there is a reinforcement on both of the walls. Okay. No shield play like the other team, Big Balf Theory, was doing, and just a simple barbed wire on black stairs. The shield is in drum, so this is an interesting difference.
Very similar. It looks like there's some pings coming out because Balf has just thrown a C4 to where Tommy was standing, but no longer there. Reaver's sneaking through. I think he's following a drone. Oh, he's very droned.
Yeah, this is excellent drone economy from the attackers. Lots of drones going in and finding out where people are. Excellent angle there from Reaver. Picks up Maris, not expecting Reaver to be so aggressive on the angle. Takes into a 5v4 for the defenders.
Just, I think, a little bit of uncertainty on what the attackers want to do. Reaver is effectively not doing anything where he is at that moment in time. But the attackers just really struggling to make any progress at all. Reaver's going to take another couple of gunfights. This Tommy's still just bing chilling on main. Reaver's going to fall to a Balf nade, so that's both nades gone from the sledge, and none left on the Yana. Was the opening kill. C4 bomb, but again, a minute left.
Surely at this point, Tommy just needs to get out of where he is and fall back. He's wasted so much time.
He effectively still has all the utility he started. None of the walls have been opened up, and he's going to get another on Balf. He's walking up house stairs. And Tommy is again just going to relocate slightly, and it's going to be fine. I don't think the attackers are going to get to Dragon.
At this rate, it doesn't look like it, really.
They're just going to make their way through split. Sees Tommy. Tommy doesn't care.
Another kill. And here we are in a 1v4 outside terrace window in Geisha balcony, just bing chilling, having great fun, throwing some EMPs, having a little party, putting down a claymore. Why not? You know. Bring some fireworks.
Fun fact for everyone, if you rappel outside of the shrine window, if you rappel at the right angle, you can rappel inside the map and get stuck and not be able to do anything.
This is true. I saw it happen.
There
you go, look at that. Boom, fireworks. Jackie takes the bait and falls for it like a champ. Tommy wants to kill though, nearly gets it, but yeah, just a little bit of baiting going on. The Panic did do that once in a ranked game. He wasn't very happy about it. But yeah, it looks like from that round the attackers have a bit more conviction and a bit more drive, but the sort of vision what they wanted to do was a little bit confused between the team. But
what
you can
Pack's
tell
doing here is a madness. Rue mentioned his KD and Pack instantly brings up the scoreboard.
Fantastic.
Lethal.
That is the type of sledging we love to see.
I did not recognize the TCSG without a suppressor on it, I'm not gonna lie.
I've just gotten so used to looking at it without a suppressor that it looks strange without it, you know. It doesn't look long enough.
I was trying to figure out if the AUG had a 2x on it, but anyway.
It is in fact the TCSG.
So who are they? Thatcher at least being played by the attacker. Something that Good Vibes Rotation did not play a single time, I believe.
Yeah.
It would have helped them
Single hard breach.
a lot.
Only the single hard breach of thermite brought by a meme.
Instantly this wall will be open. Doubling MP. Exothermic on the wall. Open. Progress made.
No need to waste time with grenades or anything. It's a simple task.
Looks like it's a direct push from the attack from what we're seeing from the spawn positions. All 5 on one side.
Maybe that's what it is. Just going to get some presence, get the wall open, and then potentially pivot for
opening the floors below. I'm not sure why when Thatcher's on the board, unless they're like looking to go in below to nade up from above, maybe.
Maybe. I think they're concerned about a run out. It looks like by the looks of it.
The wall is open.
Yes, right in the middle, as it looks. Balf has taken some damage. I'm not sure where from. Potentially from the Wamai of Reaver playing in lobby. Picks up Lauren. Just pushes up as he does. You know, the man has 0 chill. Picks up the Lion. 5v4 now.
They have an idea that he's close, I believe. Oh my goodness!
Deary Lord. Reaver grows some quite extraordinarily large things and just runs out on the poor man who's taken very, very, very by surprise. Yeah, not a lot going for the attackers right now in this round.
They are in below. They have the wall open, but the lack of manpower is really going to hurt. Again, only a minute and 10 seconds left.
On this guy in reception, though. But I'm not sure how well they're going to be able to battle off of this.
7 drones left on the board. 4 are in play. 3 have been shot.
How many of those are on dead operators, though, that can't be moved anymore? Reaver picks up a 3rd. Told you, he does not care. He gives 0 monkeys, as he has done most of this game so far. Trying to drag his team back, he picks up a 4th.
A quad. Does he know where the last is? Kind of.
I think Amin is going to sit and wait and use this time.
I believe Reaver is taking what is known in the rank scenes as the free troll.
I absolutely agree, but in my experience, the free troll always ends in heartbreak because one person does a free troll and everyone else thinks it's okay to free troll. And then you lose 3 people in 6 seconds.
I don't think Reaver's getting his ace here, though.
No.
I mean, he's just going to add a stat, and then Rue's going to take it down to the end. Rue's going to get off the board, I think.
Is that his? I think that's his first kill. It is his first kill.
That's good.
He's now only on the baguette.
Defense back. And again, defender win. Skyscraper, defender. It's like all defender-sided. So no attacking possible on this map.
They've looked very dominant on the defense so far, albeit that round was down to some Reaver heroics picking up 4 kills downstairs. But it's been very, very one-sided, as it has been on most of the defender rounds, really. So there's not much to comment on from the attackers. The defenders are just blocking them out, essentially.
Can they win barbecue? This is where the games are won and lost. Barbecue kitchen.
Absolutely. All comes down to the tertiary bomb site. So this is the real test of a team's mettle. That's how they're going to respond to a tertiary bomb site, the less picked bomb site of choice. It's a very interesting proximity alarm there that I don't know how much that's actually going to alarm, really, but you know what?
It's there. Listen.
It is a placement. It is.
Right, what we got on the scoreboards? Amin and Diddley 8 apiece, Balf and Jordan with 4, Mars with 5, so fairly even split. A little less even on the Good Vibes rotation, but everyone chipping in with their kills. We're just picking up his first, so I would assume now going to pick up another few to follow.
It's like a relatively similar defensive setup from Good Vibe rotation that we saw from Big Balf Theory earlier in the game, you know, with the use of a castle. Not necessarily in the same places, but a similar sort of operator lineup and similar sorts of ideas that are trying to be pushed. We do see the IQ. And a thinker, yes. Maybe they're scared of some trap operators, or maybe the Valk, and they've decided to go for the IQ play. But that isn't.
It's a castle barricade.
Yep. 2 minutes 25 into the round. The cojones on this man.
Did it work? I think it's one of those, like, a reinforcement. It's way safer than you anticipate it to be.
Yeah, I feel he had no idea that there was a guy on the balcony just chilling, and that if he would have gotten on drone, you know, any later, that's a free kill, essentially.
So it looks like the attackers are trying to go into this lounge/reception area, but really just struggling to get in the building at the moment. It looks like.
Yeah, not a lot really going on. There's a lot.
We're getting a rush, I believe. So the attackers are held by the lions scan. They're into bottom black. They are just in sight. Where is the vertical play? Jordan's going to get one. Jackie's going to get a refrag, but they're just completely in karaoke.
Does not expect the player to be that deep, and Jackie gets taken down. A 2v4 for the defenders. A plank going down, heavily defended. Reaver does manage to pick up one though. Rue on the hatch, not doing
on each other. That's the issue for the defenders here.
I think Rue has now dropped, and looks like Reaver's trying to go around towards restaurant, but they're dug in nice and tight here. One goes outside onto the rappel, even further away, or doesn't? I don't know. No, it's just chilling on the stairs. Just chilling on the stairs.
20 seconds left on the diffuser, so defenders really need to make some progress here. There was a rotate being made in sight!
They're called good vibe rotation for a reason, okay? They've got to live up to their namesake.
Who has to stick this, but Jordan should clean this up very easily, yeah. Just... It seemed like the defenders wanted to play from above, but as soon as the attacking team went for a more direct... There was no vertical for the defenders to hold themselves. The only vertical they appeared to have was on the bathroom jump-in. So as soon as you avoid that or past it, the site is yours. Red carpet out.
Yeah. Come on in.
But no site rotate.
No.
I assume that's an oversight by somebody.
Looks like it potentially. So, yeah, they decided to, get one in there nice and late, so they could say, look, we did make one at some point in the round. But 6-3 now. Needs to be a perfect 3-round split for the defenders to be able to take this to overtime.
Up for the defenders, at least they have their pick of sites again. T karaoke no longer locked.
See, I think it's the same Proto lineup. We see Reaver back on L, Mr. Worldwide. Yet again. Best sunglasses in the game. Nothing too unusual.
Just drone hunting right now.
Why not? Why not? He's not got much to do. Let him have some fun, you know? Want a bit of hunting. He's not having much luck with the hunting, albeit. But he's having fun regardless. Couple of reinforcements.
Bit of a split spawn for the attackers. Oh no, it's not. I lied.
It's a full
opposite
spawn.
sides from the same side.
You are a complete liar. But yeah, a couple of reinforcements spent over the side of the map, as per usual. Reaver just a little bit of
Oh, he's going to get up there very quickly. Yeah, he just takes a couple shots and falls away. Just time wasting is the aim of the game for both these teams on defense. We saw with Maris and.
I feel like that is the name of the game on this map. Is how much time you're able to waste as an attacker, as a defender. Sorry. Oh dear. This is an interesting battle.
Reaver lights up a meme to 20 HP. I'm not really sure how he found the angle, but he did. But they are very aware now that Reaver is here again. But it looks like more of a geisha push this time. The geisha wall going to be opened instantly, so at least there's going to be some presence from the attackers. Balf's going to get down Jackie. Oh, Lauren's going to finish it off. I'm not sure where that was exactly.
I'm not sure.
Oh, it's
Not
Blackboard. That's
Blackdoor.
very aggressive from Jackie.
Yeah, a little bit of an oversight, I think. There, I'm not sure why he's getting so aggressive. There's absolutely no need to be that far forward, especially as the mute player.
Slightly more
Uh,
positive from the attackers, though. They've got a little bit of a pinch going on now, although Reaver and I believe... I actually don't know who it is. Could be
Moist in
Maris.
a very precarious position here, trying to play that geisha.
It is Maris, just holding for Reaver.
He knows.
They're away to cross paths very soon, and
There you go.
shots exchanged each way, but Maris comes out on top, which leaves the attacker now in a 4v3 situation. Find himself into the spot. It's top. Lauren's actually just inside. The line scans those out. Who is diffuser on? It's on Amin. Amin needs to find his way back. Amin was Geisha side. I'm not sure where he's ended up now.
He's droning currently. Still outside.
He's still Geisha side. Not ideal.
Gets picked up. It looks like there's going to be a player to refrag this, surely. Yep, there it is. Takes
20
down
seconds
Will.
left. All on Moisty.
Low HP on the two attackers. So if there's a moment that this is doable, it's now. But needs to be tactical with how he plays it. Picks
One
up
Low HP's right now.
Oh, Maras picks up the kill.
The prone play.
The panic sets in. And Maris picks it up and secures a 7-3 victory.
Not a 7-3 game, I will say.
No, not a 7-3.
I feel like a very, very, very close 7-3 game.
It was, absolutely. An incredibly defender-sided.
Lots of
affair.
last-minute darts into sight.
Yes.
Although, in hindsight, probably a little bit more attacking prowess shown on the second half.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. A little bit more cohesion and yeah, ideas being executed well, shown on the second attacking side. Yeah. It's nice to have a map other than Clubhouse.
Yes, I'm sick of CCTV.
So, you know, it's very fun.
I suppose we should get somebody in for an interview.
Absolutely.
I assume that's what Mr. Pack was going to say. Yeah, Pack wants to get Balf. We can get Balf. Oh, he's been hauled out from his chat, probably mid-sentence, as per usual.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Balf. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Well, I guess give us your thoughts on the map. Very defender-sided, probably.
Yeah,
more so the first half.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we were happy to get the defense first. It did help a lot, obviously, and I think we had some quite nice strats as well, and we played them really well. So I'm really happy with how everyone played.
It was the mirror was open, and I don't recall seeing the mirror from Cool Vibes rotation. But you guys made quite a lot of work with it, certainly on your office defenses.
Yeah, that's what we were hoping to ban in it. So we were glad about that.
So you'd every intention of playing the mirror. It wasn't just something, oh, mirror's open bowl.
No, yeah, we wanted to play as army as well, but obviously that was banned out. But we were happy to we kept the mirror on board, to be fair, because that was like the main thing we wanted anyway for that site, because it was just like a nice setup.
Yeah. So what was the the attention on defense? Was it just we saw you playing on the opposite side of the map a lot? Yourself, Maris, was it just waste time? Shoot a few drones,
waste time because it's a fairly small map, but you need to have some map control, otherwise it's all collapsing on you. So definitely hold it as long as you can, but obviously try and get away with your life if you can, and just anchor the last bit out as best you can.
Yeah, I think we saw that most of the time. A couple of last 20 seconds madness going on.
It's very intense.
Certainly in the one round you lost, I think Jackie just snuck in on the backside and a bit of panic. But on your attacks, I think you were a little bit more coordinated or had better ideas on how to attack the map. So what was the thought behind it? Was it just like to try and apply pressure from each side, or just take it and see what opens?
Well, at first we were trying to obviously do a bit of roam clear, but we found out we were getting hit, we were just hitting the wall and not being able to progress on. So we had a little chat with us between ourselves and that, and then we thought, well, let's try and be a bit more direct on the site, and that's when we actually started noticing some gaps to actually push in and then just exploit them.
Mm-hmm.
So it worked really well.
Yeah.
Did you do any like specific counter stratting against this team? Like, were you looking at little quirks of each of their sort of plays, or was it sort of just trying to play your own game and just have a bit of fun on a new map?
Yeah, we were just trying to play our own game mainly because we didn't even know who was going to be playing exactly. So it's hard to strat against someone because you can change the team quite easily as well. But yeah, I feel like everyone played well as well, and Lauren had a really good game, and it's her birthday, so she deserved it.
Oh well, happy birthday, Lauren.
Yeah.
She did play very well. I can't remember what the kills ended up, but I think it was a fairly even split when we had a look kind of a few rounds before the end. I think everyone was chipping in.
Yeah.
Everyone had a fairly even split of the kills.
A good cohesive team performance.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. Pack, have you got anything? I know the Twitch chat can't hear you, but I can.
We'll just have to repeat it.
Okay, Pack. Yeah, Pack also says happy birthday.
I'll let her know.
Yeah, he said we've asked all the questions he had, so I think we can let you go back to your
Thank you
celebrations.
guys for casting and hosting as well. It's always appreciated.
No problem.
Thank you for providing us such a good game to watch.
Thank you. All right, see you guys.
Take care. Congratulations.
Okay, so well. Do we want to interview loser team? We can get someone in for a quick chat, I suppose. We have we're getting Moisty.
Sure, get him in.
Hello, Mr. Moisty.
Oh, hello.
Pack has nominated you for the interview as he says you are the brains of the team.
Well, it really showed today, didn't it?
Oh dear. So yeah, I guess first off, where thoughts on the game, Moisty?
Our attacks were just really rough. Like we were really struggling like to get the coordination done. We were like talking about how we were like for example the first round, we said like let's put 3 people attack from like Geisha and then like 2 people can get the wall. Like me and Weaver were supposed to be able to get the wall. We had 4 people on the wall and Tommy was just waiting for someone to come help him Geisha. Like things like that. So like people not like I don't know. I guess forgetting what the plan was, like in the whole chaos of it, we didn't really have like much prep work done either, which is probably a mistake on our end. But I was with my parents this weekend, so I didn't really have the time. Other than that, it was a pretty fun game. We were just like really every time really late on attack, and that kind of set us up for what happened next. Because our defense, I think we're kind of okay.
I feel like that went the both ways, though. We did say in between us, although it was 7-3, it didn't feel like a 7-3 game. It felt much closer. I think a few attacks just came down both ways to the last 20 seconds, and they were able to execute, and you guys weren't, unfortunately.
Yeah, on the very final round, I misjudged how much time was still left, and I should have stayed in T, but I pushed up instead, and then I panic proned when I saw the tracers come at me, and then I couldn't ADS, so that was unlucky.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Really is. Well, it was a fun game though. Really enjoyed it. Like Roost
it was good. Typical skyscraper.
Yeah, like very defense sided. Always turns out that way.
So, what other spicy maps can we expect, Moisty? Because I don't want to watch Clubhouse again. I'm not gonna lie.
We're not playing Clubhouse anymore. Now we're playing Borg and Chalet and Villa, I think still.
Hey, at least it's different.
Absolutely.
That's all we ask for.
Yeah.
No more Clubhouse. We want a boycott.
Nah. I dislike playing Clubhouse personally, but yeah. No Clubhouse anymore for us. I mean, if we get real spicy, I might jump out 90 window on Villa, but no promises.
It's been promised.
No.
It has.
Okay.
You've just said it. There are witnesses to it.
Yep. Okay.
So whoever's casting the Villa game, if Moisty doesn't get out of 90 window,
punish him. Yeah.
Please punish.
Yes.
Comment on it. Guilt trip him about it.
I'll write it down in the thread, but don't worry. It'll happen at one point.
Okay.
Anything else? Any more questions?
I'll put one last thing in there.
All right.
So, sort of looking at how today's game went, are you going to sort of use it as a couple of lessons to sort of to look at going forward? But probably potentially more looking at the sort of attacking sides and the sort of communication issues it looked like you guys were having. You're going to use this as sort of like a stepping stone to be able to pushing on a little bit further into in the next couple of maps that you're going to play.
Yeah, I think that's like a little bit twofold because yes, there are like a couple of like clear learning points from this one, but as well the other maps we're playing were a little more comfortable on attacking. I think maybe Villa can be a bit difficult attacking, and a lot of it also depends on like which players end up playing, because we have a couple of players in the team that like we play together like very often, but they didn't play today, or like Midnight or like Elia and Justice were the two people that I was thinking about. So like synergy is usually a strength of our team, but today that was kind of lacking a little bit more since we were like inexperienced playing together.
It's always difficult when you know having to chop and change people.
Yeah, exactly.
Expecting that synergy to be able to cross over.
Yeah,
it
exactly.
is difficult,
and especially on a difficult map, like starting attack first.
Absolutely, yeah. It's not a particularly nice map to attack on in the first place. So yeah, I completely get what you mean.
Yeah, so it was just like a difficult game, but a fun one nonetheless. And like Balf, what was it? Big Balf theory. They were just better today, and all props to them.
Yep. Well, hopefully it goes better for you guys in the next few games. Mostly, we'll let you shoot away. Good luck for the rest of the tournament.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I can't wait to hear the undoubtedly lovely cast of you two. This time not being third wheeled by Frenchie. So I expect some great things here.
Okay. Well, good luck.
Sure.
Maybe we'll catch you again shortly.
Yeah.
All the best.
Yes.
Bye bye. Enjoy the rest of your night, guys.
Take it easy.
Bye bye.
Yeah. And that's probably it. Pack, thank you very much for hosting and spectating as per usual. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. I don't know when the next game is.
Or who will be casting it in that?
No, we have no idea when the next game is. It will be posted, and then someone will cast it.
Hopefully.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
Right. Thank you.
Ciao.